As the number of COVID-19 cases continues to rise globally and right here in Guyana, we encourage everyone to practice social distancing and wash your hands thoroughly and frequently as we strive to stop the spread of the virus. This is InfoHub for Thursday, April 9, 2020. Here's what's making the news. The Ministry of Public Health has reiterated its call for the continued support of Guyanese in the fight against the novel coronavirus. Here is our first report.
The public health sector has recorded 8 successful recoveries from COVID-19. While this is a good achievement, the Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valdo Lawrence, is reiterating the call to all Guyanese to adhere to the daily health advisories to keep themselves and families safe.
My brothers and sisters, COVID-19 is real and it's a killer. The only way you can protect yourself and save your life is to stay home. Just stay home, I beg you. Essential workers, do remember to cover your nose and mouth when leaving home.
Minister Lawrence reminded that if persons fail to heed to the guidelines provided, the possibility exists that their loved ones will be left to endure much suffering.
I wish to appeal to you. If you have been in contact with any of the 37 persons who tested positive for COVID-19 and you have not called us, please call the hotline or use the COVID-19 app, or you may call your nearest health facility.
The importance of hand sanitizing and washing, cough and sneeze etiquette, social and physical distancing was emphasized. Citizens can sign up at covid19.health.gov.gy to check if they present any symptoms of COVID-19. That information will be instantly reviewed by the surveillance department and you will be contacted should you clinically meet the criteria of someone suspected to have the coronavirus disease. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
For the latest statistics on COVID-19, follow our social media for a special report. The Ministry of Finance is assuring all public servants that their salaries and pensions for this year are secured. Details in this report.
The ministry raised some concerns on Wednesday about persons seeking to peddle false information and panic during a time when the country is already dealing with national and global challenges. It has assured that public servants' salaries and pensions are guaranteed for the rest of the year. In a release, the ministry said that it is appalled at the insensitive and cowardly attempt by persons to incite public panic at a time when we are grappling with national and global challenges. We urge that such persons be held accountable and that they refrain from making incendiary and ill-informed statements. We invite you to seek out the ministry with any questions that you may have so that you can be appropriately informed. The ministry further reminded public servants that their health and well-being are priorities and appealed to all to continue to observe all relevant guidelines and instructions issued by the Department of Public Service, heads of agencies, and the Ministry of Public Health. For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.
A new emergency service vehicle has been added to the fleet of similar vehicles at the Public Health Emergency Operations Center. Earlier today, Courts Guyana handed over the keys to the new vehicle.
Clyde DeHaas, Managing Director of Courts Guyana, a member of the Unicomer Group, handed over the keys to the new emergency vehicle during a simple ceremony on Thursday just outside Court's Main Street, Georgetown office. The Managing Director told the media that this simple gesture is a stimulus to others in the private sector.
Unicomer Guyana is supporting the fight against COVID-19. And I believe that the Ministry of Health can use all the help that they want, that they need, to keep this disease under control, so that it doesn't get out of hand. And we hope that with this gesture, we can bolster the work of the Ministry of Health.
In the meantime, Dr. Leston Payne, Deputy Director of the Health Emergency Operations Center, extended his gratitude to DHAS and his team, stating that their support could not have come at a better time.
We intend to use this donation to bolster our efforts in terms of the rapid response teams that will aid everyone, right, in terms of rendering support to them in a timely manner, right, because we have the teams up and running. Everyone is trained, everyone is prepared. So the timeliness of this donation cannot go understated.
Dr. Payne also urged other companies to follow in the footsteps of Quartz Ghana, noting specifically that the fight against COVID-19 will take a collective approach. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
More news after this short break. Stay with us. We now take a look at how persons intend to spend their Easter weekend, given that social distancing is essential in stopping the spread of COVID-19 and public gatherings are prohibited.
The Easter weekend is usually one of the busiest weekends on the event calendar every year. There is usually the traditional kite flying across the country and at 63 Beach, regatta at Bartica, and of course, Rupununi Rodeo in Letham. This year, though, it would be much different, as most persons are practicing social distancing and would be indoors.
Social distancing is very vital right now, so I don't think we'll be flying any kites. Sometime after this situation is over, we will have enough time to fly kites.
We'll be home. The most we're doing is some cooking, and that's about it. This is the first Easter in a long time, and Good Friday that we're going to be home the entire weekend. As my dad was saying, in all of his life, he's never, ever been home on an Easter weekend. So it's the first time for a lot of people staying in on this very big weekend, especially where we have so many activities in the past. But I think during this time it's very necessary. And especially for someone who interacts a lot with the elderly, my grandparents and so forth, I'm not trying to put them at risk at all.
I'm working on Easter Day, and I'm from work back home and close and lock in, and not to come out on the back on the road.
As we continue to practice social distancing to stop the spread of COVID-19, whatever you do this weekend indoors, do have lots of fun. With videographer Anel Silal, Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
The importance of hand washing and sanitizing cannot be overstated as the world grapples with the COVID-19 pandemic. Here is a short video from the World Health Organization to guide you while you are out in public. Remember to do your part to ensure you do not put yourself at risk during this time. If you have a cough, fever, and difficulty breathing, seek medical care early, but call the hotline first. That's all for today. Connect with us on all of our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, as we bring you the latest and important news related to COVID-19 and much more. Also, subscribe to our website at dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Stay safe, and goodbye for now.